Hello everyone, I am Govardhan and welcome to Bharat Intern YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to develop a simple to-do list app using XML to design the user interface to display and input tasks, and Java to handle task management functionality such as deleting and adding tasks. Now without wasting time, let's begin our project. In this Android Studio software, first I'm going to click on this new project and I'm going to choose empty views activity. I'm going to click on next. Here I'm going to name my software as Todo List App. Guys, make sure to select the language as Java if Kotlin was there default, because we are going to use XML and Java to develop our project right now. So let's click on finish. Yeah, we got our project. It will take a few seconds to load the libraries. Let me wait. Yeah guys, we finally got our activity main.xml file and main activity.java. Still it was loading. I will wait few more seconds. Yeah, finally all our libraries are loaded. Now first I'm going to activity main.xml. Guys, if you can't able to find activity main.xml file by default, you can find this file inside res folder and inside this layout. See, here you can find activity main.xml. So first I'm going to delete this default file. Now I'm going to create my relative layout. Here it is. Guys, first I'm going to define the Android app and tools. So for that I have to use xmlns android is equals to this link source. Next, in the same way I'm going to define app. In the same way I have to define tools. That's it. Next I'm going to give the height, layout width and layout height. So first I'm going to give Android layout height. Here I'm going to give the match parent. Guys, match parent means it occupies the entire screen, and wrap content means it will just occupy the whatever amount of area that we required. So I want this relative layout should be present at the entire screen of my app. So I'm going to select match parent. In the same way I'm going to do it for layout width. Android layout width. Here also same match parent. Next I'm going to define the context. So tools context is equals to main.activity.java. See guys, here we are just giving this file name here, we are attaching it. So next I'm going to close it. Yeah guys, we just created a relative layout. Now we didn't done until now nothing. So see, our layout is completely empty. So first I want a title in the center of this app. Guys, I want to display to-do list app, keep track of all your tasks. So I want to display that heading at the center of this app in this area. So let me do that quickly. So for that I'm going to take a text view text view. Here I'm going to give the Android layout width as wrap content, guys. So this heading will not present at the entire screen, guys. It's just present at the center of our app. So for that thing, here also wrap content. Next, along with that, I'm going to give the ID, guys, so that we can use this ID. We can use this text view in our main activity.java file. So that is important, guys. Without ID, your code will be not efficient. So is equals to, here I'm going to give the ID as title. I forgot @ symbol, guys. @ plus ID / title. So our ID is title. Next, I'm going to center this thing. I want this heading should present at the center of our app. So for that, I'm going to use Android is to layout center in parent. So I'm going to give this option as true. Next, I'm going to give the text, guys, our title text. What we want to keep the text at the center of our app. So I'm going to keep it as Todo List App keep track of all your tasks. What is our title. So we are going to display this title in the center of our app. To-do list app keep track of all your tasks. Okay, next I'm going to give the text color Android text color. Here I'm going to give some random number, guys, and I will choose my color later. So here /FFFF means white color, so I'm going to choose the color from here. So I want a little bit greenish. So I'll take this color. It looks fine. Next, I'm going to give the text font Android text font weight. So I'll give, it was a title, guys, so I have to give some big number for font weight. So I'm giving 1000. Next, Android text size. Android text size. Here I'm going to give 32 dp. Next, text style. So I'm going to give this heading as bold. I want it should be bigger. Text style, I'm going to give it as bold. That's it, guys. I'm going to close it, our text view. So I don't need this thing, simply a slash is enough. Yeah, we're good. Now let me see our design. See, guys, when you click on this split, you can able to see your user interface, what you designed. So let me do that. Here it is, guys. It was okay, but I'm going to adjust it manually. So I'm going to decrease the size. Yeah, here I'm going to decrease it furthermore. I want it should be little bit small. Yeah guys, you can keep your whatever size you want as your wish. Yeah, this looks fine guys. I'm okay with it. Yeah, this looks fine. Next I'm going to next step. Here guys, we just added a heading. I want a button below this thing guys. I want a button exactly here. When we click on that button, I'm going to create an add button. When we click on that button, we should able to type our tasks so that we can add to the list. So that's what we are going to do next. So let me do that quickly. Here I'm going to give the button sorry, I made a mistake. It's a button. Yeah, button. I'm going to give the layout width as wrap content because I'm going to choose my size guys, not the entire screen. So for that we have to use wrap content. Next, in the same way, layout height wrap content, and also we should have to give the ID. So Android ID is equals to, here I'm going to give @ plus ID / add. Yeah, looks fine. Next I'm going to give the what text should present on the button of my app. So I'm going to give the text as Android text is equals to add. I'm going to give it as add tasks. Next I'm going to give some margin for our button guys. I'll show you what is our button. See, it present at the top of the screen. I don't want it my button should present at the top of the screen. I want my button exactly here. See here, exactly here. So we should have to bring this button from top to here. So let's do that quickly. Here I'm going to give, first I'm going to align my button to the bottom. So for that we have to use Android layout align parent bottom. So I'm going to align my button to the bottom, align parent bottom. I'm going to give it as true. Yeah, now we got our button at end of our app. So after that I want it should be exactly present at the center. For that thing we have to use center horizontal. So as you know guys, this is horizontal, this is vertical, so we need to center it in horizontal. So we are going to do that. Android layout center horizontal. Here I'm going to give it as true. By default it was false. Now we got our button at the center. So I want it should be little bit above, so I'm going to give some margin bottom. So Android layout margin bottom. Here I'm going to give it as 20 dp. Yeah guys, see, now our button was little bit above. We added a 20 dp margin below this end and our button, so that's why it looks little bit bigger. So I'm going to increase little bit size of my button. No guys, old one is fine. Let me decrease it. Control Z, Control Z. Yeah. I'm going to next I'm going to give this simply as add, guys, because it looks small. So add task. Let me give some text size here. I'm going to copy this command and paste it here. Here I'm going to give the text size as 20 dp. Okay, we will give it as 32, and I'm going to delete this task. Yeah, it looks fine now, guys, when we compare it to our before button. Now our text was visible little bit bigger, and our button looks some big. Yeah, guys, you can do modifications as your requirement. Now this is fine, so I'm going to close this. Here, after that, I'm going to create a scroll view, guys. We are going to add our tasks here. Here we will, after we click on this add button, we should able to enter our tasks, and after entering and click on OK, our tasks will display at here at the entire screen. So if we have a more number of tasks, we should able to scroll them and see them. So for that purpose, we have to include a scroll view. So I'm going to create a scroll view. Here also I'm going to give the layout width and layout height as match parent, so it should present at the entire screen. Match parent. Here I'm going to give the margin bottom Android layout margin bottom. I'm going to give a random 80 dp. So I don't want a scroll bar should present on my app, guys, so I'm going to completely eliminate the scroll bars. And so let me see what our apps looks. Yeah, it as it is, no change. So Android scroll bars is equals to none. I don't want any type of scroll bars in my app. Next I'm going to close it. Yeah, inside this scroll view I'm going to create a container. So in this container I'm going to display all my tasks. So before creating container, I'm going to create a linear layout, and same as it is, I'm going to give the layout width as match parent, because guys, see, these tasks I'll show you. Our tasks will pop up here, task 1, task 2, task 3, task 4. Our task width should occupy the entire app, but the height will not occupy the entire app. So for that purpose, I am giving the width as match parent and height as wrap content, because our task will not occupy the entire height, guys. It just occupies a single line. So for that purpose, I am giving here. So wrap content. Next I'm going to give the orientation Android, so I'm going to scroll it vertically. So Android orientation vertical. We forgot to give ID here. Android ID is equals to here @ plus ID slash container. I'm going to give the ID name as container. Yeah, we are good to go. This looks fine, guys. I'm going to create two more files in my layout. So I'm going to name those files as new. I'm going to create a layout files. Our first file name is dialog.xml. This is the dialog box, guys, where we are able to enter our task. Next, I'm going to create one more layout. It is card.xml. This is what we use to display our tasks. You will understand, guys, when we code for these files. Don't worry. Guys, this is not an error, guys. When we complete our dialog.xml and card.xml, this error will automatically go off because we didn't have any task here to scroll view present, so that's why it was showing. Ignore it. Next, I'm going to dialog.xml. I'll tell you, guys, when we click on this add button, we need to show a dialog box. In the dialog box, we need to able to enter our task and click on save, so that our task will be saved. So for that thing, we have to create a user interface using dialog.xml. So here I'm going to delete this thing. Here I'm going to first create a relative layout. Same, guys, first I have to define xmlns tools, next xmlns app, next xmlns Android. Yeah, we defined. Next, I'm going to give layout width and layout height. Whenever you are doing some XML code, guys, first don't forget to give layout width and layout height. That's first thing you should need to do. So Android layout height, I'm going to give it as match parent, guys, because our dialog box will only present at some limited space, not that entire screen. So I'm going to give it as, sorry, our dialog box should match parent, guys, means it should present at the entire screen. So I'm going to give it as match parent. I am confused a little bit here, never mind, guys. Android layout height, here it is same match parent, should occupy the screen. Next, I'm going to create a one more relative layout. Inside this relative layout, I'm going to create a one more relative layout, guys, because why, I'll show you. This code is for this entire screen. In this entire screen, one dialog box will pop up. It should some rectangle shaped dialog box will pop up, guys. We have to create a relative layout for that box now. This relative layout is for this entire screen. That's why we are given match parent and match parent, layout width and layout height. So I hope you understand. Next, I'm going to give one more relative layout. Here I'm going to give the layout width as, see, guys, our dialog box will occupy the entire width, but it occupies at the center of our height. So I'm going to give the width as match parent. Match parent means it occupies entire screen, and wrap content, sorry, match parent means it occupies the entire screen, and wrap content means it just occupies the whatever space that we required. So that's it. Next, I'm going to create a padding, Android padding. I'm going to give a 10 dp padding for our dialog box, 10 dp. Next, I'm going to close this dialog box. inside this relative layout I want to give edit text. So using this we are able to enter the text. So I'm going to give edit text. Here I'm going to give the width as match parent. It occupies the entire width, and it occupies the space whatever we required. So height as wrap content. Next I'm going to place a holder called edit text. So let me do that. For that we have to use Android hint is equals to task I'm going to place the holder task. Next I'm going to give the text size Android text size as 20 dp. We forgot to give ID, guys. ID is main, don't forget it. Android ID is equals to @ ID slash name edit. I'm going to give the name ID name as name edit. Yeah, looks fine, guys. We have to close it slash. Yeah, looks fine. Next I'll show you guys how it looks like. Yeah, this looks fine, guys. That's what we want. Maybe it will look something little bit ugly for now. When we complete entire code it will look some pretty good, guys, don't worry. So next I'm going to this card.xml. Now our dialog.xml code was completed. I'm going for card.xml. So here I'm going to code same thing, guys. First I'm going to give this delete this default values. I'm going to give a relative layout that we want. Next here we should define our app tools and Android using xmlns command. So okay, xmlns app xmlns tools. Yeah, those are defined. Next we have to give the layout height match parent and layout width match parent. And also inside this layout I'm going to create a few more layout, guys, one more layout, because see guys, I will explain what I'm going to do here. This is our entire layout. Inside this layout we should have small boxes. In this first box our task 1 will present, and a small delete button will present at the right of this corner, so that we can able to delete it, and yeah, we can able to delete it after the completion of the task. So here in the same way we have few more boxes. In the first box task 1 will present, in the second box task 2 will present, in the third box task 3 will present. In the same way lot of tasks will present. That's what I'm going to build now. So I'm going to do that quickly right here. Yeah, I'm going to create one more relative layout. We forgot to close it here, guys, so I'll have to close it. Inside this I'm going to create another relative layout. Here I'm going to give layout width match parent and height as wrap content. Next here comes the main thing, guys. I want card view. As I said, I want some small boxes, so that in each box my task 1, task 2 will present. So here for displaying those box I'm using card view. So Android x dot card view dot widget dot card view, that's what we want here. Next I'm going to give width as match parent, as you know, and the height as wrap content. Here I want padding for my cards, so Android padding is equals to 10 dp. Next I'm going to create a text view so that I can display the text in those cards. So text view, here also same, layout width wrap content here, and layout height also wrap content, because we are going to define the size of the text. I need to give the ID, Android ID is equals to @+/ID/name. Next I'm going to give some random text. As of now we will take care what text will present on our cards on our main activity.java, guys. We will write the logic there. So until now I'm going to give some random text here so that we can see for reference. So name, next Android text color, here I'm going to give for a little bit random color, same, or FFF means white color, and I will choose the color from drop down. Think better to go with green. So yeah, I'm going with a little bit dark blue, guys. Choose whatever color you want as your wish. Next I'm going to define my font weight, Android text font weight, I'm going to give 1000, guys, font weight. Next I'm going to give text size, Android text size 30 dp. Yeah, that's it, guys. Next, and also I want to create a delete button here. I'll show you. See, guys, in this way the cards will appear on our user interface. Here our task name will show, and here I want a delete button, guys. So for that thing I have to create a button here. So let me close it. Here it is, a button, same layout width and layout height are wrap content, and also I'm going to give the button ID. Here I'm going to name the ID name as button. Our button should present at the end of this card, guys. As of now, our button present at start. I want it should be here at the end. So for that I have to use the command Android layout align parent end. So align parent end. I'm going to keep it as true. Next I want a delete text here, so for that thing I have to use Android text delete. See, now our button was created and it was present at the end of our card and it has a delete text. Next I'm going to align it to the right of the parent, so always it should present at right side of our task name. So for that thing I'm going to use a command Android layout align parent right. So I'm going to keep it as true. Yeah, looks fine. Yeah, that's it, guys. Here I forgot to close it. So it should present at the end of our relative layout. Don't make syntax error, guys. You will get an error. So it should present at it should present above the relative layout because we created this thing after the relative layout at start. So I have to give it here. Yeah, that's it, guys. It looks fine. Yeah, we created our user interface until now, guys, as you can see. Next we are going to, sorry guys, I made a mistake. Here we have how many relative layouts? I have 1 2 and here I need to create one more relative layout, guys. I forgot that thing, and because here you used a card view here, so inside this card view we need to create a one more relative layout. That's why it's showing a little bit clumsy. So should create that relative layout quickly. So here I'm going to give the match parent height, sorry, width, next height wrap content, and also some little bit padding. Android padding I'm going to give it as 10 dp. Now let me close it, and this relative layout will occupy our entire text view and button, so I have to give it here. Next let me see our thing. Yeah, this looks fine, guys, but see, it present at the end of our, it attaches to our app ends, guys. I don't want like this. I want it should be a little bit box will show, guys, so that it doesn't look clumsy. So for that thing I have to go to here relative this Android card view section, and here I'm going to give some radius, guys, corner radius. So I'm going to give app corner radius. I'm going to give 10 dp guys, because that's what we are using for padding and everything. Next I want my card should elevate, so card elevation, same 10 dp. Yeah, looks fine. Now let me show you. Okay, now it looks okay guys. It will change when we add tasks using our main activity dot java. Don't worry, until now it looks little bit clumsy. So if we write the logic for our main activity dot java, then everything will be okay guys, don't worry. So our user interface was completed using XML. Now let's get into writing the logic for our task management handling. So I'm going to open main activity.java file. You can find this file here guys, if you can't able to find it default here. So I'm going to open main activity.java. Here they already have some predefined code. So first we need to import some packages. So import, here they already imported androidx.appcompact.app.appcompactActivity and android.os.bundle. Along with this we have few more packages need to import. So android, import android x.appcontact dot app dot alert dialog. Guys, this package helps us to show the alert dialog. It means guys, here we are using alert dialog for entering the task. When we click on that add button, means it will show a pop-up alert. In that alert we enter our task and we click on save, then that task will be displayed on your to-do app. So next import android dot content dot dialog interface. Same guys, it helps us to create a dialog interface. Next I'm going to import view android dot view. I done a spelling mistake. Android view dot view. Our next one is import android dot widget dot button. See guys, as you see in their names, those packages helps for those activities. This android.widget.button helps us to implement those button functionalities. The same way, these all packages are very helpful to us. Import android.widget.edit text. Next import android.widget.linear layout. Next import android.widget.text view. As you can see in their names, these buttons helps for those activities. These import android.widget.button helps us to implement the button functionalities, and these for editing the text, and for this showing the linear layout, and this helps us to set the text view, whatever the, see here in this text view we passed some text value to this variable. So in this main activity.java, this helps us to set this string name value to whatever the variables that we are going to create in this Java file. So all these packages are helpful, guys. So make sure to import these packages before you run and implement Java. So yeah, here they created a public class main activity. As you can see, it extends the app compact activity that we imported here. Next, here we are going to create few variables. First one is button type, button add. Next one is alert dialog. Here I'm going to give this as dialog. Next one is linear layout. I'm going to give it as layout. As you can see, we created three variables: button type variable named add, alert type variable named dialog, linear layout type variable named layout. Next, here they created a protected void on create, and they passed a saved instant state here. Next, they set the content view to the r.layout.activity main, this file. They set the content view to this file here. Next, we will code further. Let's go. Here we are going to assign the value add is equals to find view by id. So yeah, we are assigning the value to this variable here. Here I'm going to take r.id.add. See guys, here we are passing this add. If you remember, here we created a id here, button id. This id name is add. We are passing this id here. We are assigning this the value add to our this add variable that we created in our Java file. That's what we are doing here using find view by id method. So next, I'm going to do the same thing for layout is equals to find view by id. Here it is r.id.container. Yeah, that's it. See guys, here also we created one more linear layout with name container. So we are utilizing this thing in our main activity.java. Next, I'm going to set up a function build dialog. We will set it later in our Java code. Just I am passing the function here. We will create it later, guys. That's why it's showing it in red, because we didn't create any function named build dialog until now. We will create further in this code. After executing this function, I'm going to set an on click listener. So I'm going to set the on click listener. In this thing, I'm going to create a new method, new wave dot on click listener. Here it is capital, guys. Yeah, this is what we want. On click listener. Okay, next, here we need to override it first in case of any mistakes. Next I'm going to create a public void inside this on click listener. So public void on click. Here I'm going to pass view v. Next, after passing, I'm going to just show our dialog.show. Don't worry guys, we didn't implemented full code until now, that's why it's just showing error. They will be resolved further with code here, and it should the close bracket should present here. That's why it was showing an error. Now it was okay. Here it is dialog guys. Don't make mistakes like me. Next, inside this public class main activity, I'm going to create a one more void named build dialog. Here see guys, just we created we just passed the function here, but we didn't create it until now, so now we are going to create it. So let me do that quickly. Public void build dialog. In this I'm going to build alert dialog dot builder. Here alert dialog dot builder, I'm going to name it as builder only. Next, new. This was same like maybe you remember guys, if you ran Java, if you implemented Java, maybe you can know this thing. We can create objects guys by using class names. In the same way, here we see we imported alert dialog here. As you can see, we imported alert dialog. So we are creating the object using this alert dialog. That's what we are doing here. Don't get confused guys. Alert dialog dot builder, simply this. Next, in the same way, I'm going to create it for view is equals to get layout inflator dot inflate or dot layout dot dialog comma null. Here it is dot. Oh, we did a spelling mistake here. It's DIA. Yeah, now we are good to go guys. We are just using this r.layout here. As you can see, we created dialog.xml here, and we are utilizing those dialog.xml by passing it value to a variable named view. That's what we are doing here. Next, I'm going to create a final edit text. I'm going to name it as just simply name is equals to view dot find view by ID. Here I'm going to pass it r.id.name edit. Sorry, as you remember guys, here we have a name edit, edit text with ID name edit. So we are passing this value to our name variable here by using view.findView by id of or.id.nameEdit command. So next I'm going to set the builder that created builder dot set view of view. Next I'm going to set the title for our builder, guys. Maybe I told you, right, when we click on those add button it will show a pop-up. In this pop-up we are able to enter our task name and click on save. So I want a small heading on that pop-up, so I'm going to set the title for that pop-up as enter your task. After that I'm going to set two buttons, guys. In those pop-up I want two buttons. One is cancel button and another button is save button. Okay, let's do that. Dot set. First I'm going to write code for our save button. Our save button is positive button, guys. When we click on the save it was saved. When we click on the cancel button means it didn't do anything. Our pop-up message will be cancelled. So our save button is positive button, so I'm going to set the positive button. Here I'm going to name my button name as save. After that I'm going to create a new dialog interface object dot on click listener. This object I'm going to, yeah guys, I am doing a regular spelling mistake with the dialog. It's DIA not DAI. Next, and this thing first I'm going to override it. Next I'm going to create a public void on click in this thing I'm going to pass our dialog interface named as dialog. Next, an integer which in this public void I'm going to do add cart name dot get text dot to string. Guys, whatever the text that we are going to enter into the dialog box, it was converted to the string and it will be added to our card, guys. It means, as I said, if you remembered, we are going to display our tasks, task 1 on card 1, task 2 on card 2, task 3 on card 3 in this card.xml file. As you can see, we created a cards, guys, card view. On each card we display one task. So here we are doing we are assigning the value, the text that we are entered, we are converting it to the string, then we are going to assign the value to the integer, a variable name, then we are going to add this task name to our card. That's what we are doing here. Next, guys, we didn't define this function until now. Add card we have to create. We will create add card function further in our code, don't worry, that's why it was showing in red color. Next we have to set the negative button, so let's do that quickly. Dot set negative button. This negative button I'm going to give the name as cancel. Here I'm going to create an object, new dialog interface. Yeah guys, we got this predefined void on click. So next I'm going to just leave it as this, guys. If you click on cancel, nothing will happen, it just delete our pop-up message. So we just leave it as it is, we don't need to do anything. Here we have to give semicolon. Next I'm going to create dialog is equals to builder dot create. As you can see guys, here we just passed the function, but we didn't create it. Add card. Now we are going to create a public void. So instead of public, let's make it private, guys. I'm sure you know about those things, public and private and protected voids, how they are different and what are their functionalities. I don't need to explain. Next I'm going to pass it a string as name. So same guys, I'm going to create a final view here. Final view is equals to get layout inflator dot inflate dot get layout inflator dot inflate, and here we are passing r dot layout dot card. We are just passing these card.xml here, guys. So next I'll create a variables for these IDs present here in this card.xml. so let me do that quickly. Text view, name view, I'm going to name it as name view, is equals to view dot find by view id r dot id dot name. Next in the same way I'm going to create find view id for our button. So button delete is equals to view dot find by view id r dot id dot delete. That's it, guys. Maybe it was showing little bit error here. Let me check those things. Card XML. Yeah, here guys, here we named it as button instead of delete. That's why it was showing here error. So let me change this thing to delete. Yeah, now it was okay, guys. As you can see, it was rectified. Yeah, it was okay, don't need to worry. Next I'm going to set this name view dot set text to the name. Next I'm going to set an on click listener for our delete button, and we are going to define what will happen when we click on this delete button. So delete dot set on click listener. Here I'm going to pass an object new view dot on click listener. Yeah guys, we get our default public void here. So here I'm going to do, when we click on the delete button, means what will happen guys, the task will be removed from the our list of tasks. So for that I have to use layout dot remove view. Here I'm gonna pass view. That's it. And if you click on this delete button, this will happen guys. If we didn't click on a delete button, and simply it will be added to our add view. So add view, we're gonna pass view. Think that's it guys, we are good to go. Yeah, we rectified this error. That's it guys, we are good to go. Now let me just run our app and check what we built until now. So let me check whether it works or if we have any errors, and I'll show you how our app going to work. It will take few minutes guys, maybe few seconds. I will wait until now. Yeah, we got an error guys. Let me solve that error. Let me figure out the mistake where I have done guys. Here it's showing all packages. Yeah, there is some error in activity main.xml. Yeah, element type linear layout must be followed by either attribute specifications greater than a slash greater. Oh, maybe I missed those symbol in my linear layout section. Yeah, here guys, I forgot to close this. So let me close that and quickly run it and check whether our app will run again. So this is the reason for error that we have guys. Let me run it now. Yeah, it was taking time. I'll wait few seconds. Okay guys, looks our app was fine. Let me zoom it and show you. This is our app guys. So I'll click on, it was showing to-do list app, keep task of all your tasks. So it not task, it was track guys. So let me change this spelling mistake, little spelling mistake, keep track. I'll run again. Yeah, now it was okay. To-do list app, keep track of all your tasks. So I'll click on app, add. So here it was asking to enter our tasks. So my first task is go to gym. So entering go to gym, and I'm going to click on save. See guys, as you can see, our task 1 was added. So in the same way, I'm going to add few more tasks here. So let me do that. Here my second task would be eat breakfast. Maybe it was not visible for you guys, maybe it was a little bit clumsy for you to look, but our app was working fine guys. Eat breakfast, second task. So I'm going to click on save. As you can see, our second task was added. In the same way, we can add any number of tasks guys. So I'm going to click on, I'm going to add our third task would be go to college. I'm going to click on save. Yeah, here we can add list like the task to our list like this. So if you click on cancel means it will be cancelled, and if the task was completed means you can simply delete it, guys. When you click on this delete button, your task will be deleted. So that's it, guys. This is our project. We finally developed a to-do list app using XML and Java, and that's it. If you came along with me and completed the entire project means pat yourself on your shoulder, guys. You've done a great job. And if you gained any knowledge through this video, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to Bharat Intern YouTube channel. That's it for today, and I will meet you again with another exciting project on our Bharat Intern YouTube channel. That's it. Thank you all.